All right, it's Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm here with the legendary Hall of Famer Bob Arum. We're getting ready for the June 21st card in Las Vegas with Rafael Espinoza. First and foremost, how excited to see this amazingly tall fighter with this amazing fight that's coming off that win against Robeisy Ramirez.
Well, we were grooming Robeisy for a lot of big things in the featherweight division because he's enormously talented, and we matched him with this unknown guy from Mexico who was big for a featherweight, and you saw what happened. But that's why they do the fights. I think Espinoza showed that he's a top-tier featherweight, and Chirino, who he's fighting, is also undefeated, and the word in Mexico is that this is a very competitive fight.
Not looking past his opponent, but I know the Robeisy rematch has been talked about. I know Inoue's been talking about maybe moving up. Are those potential future fights in the near future, or just?
Well, Inoue is not moving up, if he does move up, until next year. Mm-hmm. So, if Espinoza is successful Friday night, then I think the possibility of him fighting Robeisy Ramirez, again in a rematch is very likely. But Robeisy next week in Miami on Teofimo's card has a fight, and he's got to win that fight.
Absolutely. Now, I'm sure everyone's going to ask you, there's the Gervonta did his part and beating Frank Martin. Lomachenko did his part by beating Kenneth Bozos. The likelihood of this fight being made, the negotiations, is it legitimate? Is it going forward?
Well, we know that both fighters want to fight. So when that happens, then the suits sit down and try to work out the economic terms and put it together. And I'm optimistic that they'll do that and that the fight will happen. But until it's signed, you don't know.
I know networks, you got ESPN obligations, Amazon. Does this one of those fights like Wilder Fury that have to be kind of co-promoted?
Don't worry, the networks are cooperative. Mm-hmm. You can't blame the networks if the fight isn't made. Mm-hmm. It's just people who are involved with the fighters who are not being realistic, but I don't think that's to be the case. I think that the negotiations will go very well between the sides.
When originally, back in the day, when Tank and Lomachenko was being talked about, Floyd went in and said that he wanted to make the fight back then. Do you feel like at this moment of time it's the best time? Because some fight fans are conflicting on, performances, age, things like that, or do you feel like this is the highest market value for both?
Well, I don't know if it's highest or not, but this is the time that it can be made, mm-hmm. and they're both coming off big victories, so it's all good. Mm-hmm. At a particular other time, would the fight have meant more? I don't know, maybe, but you can't look back at that. I mean, we're at this time now in the career of both guys, and it's a very interesting, intriguing fight.
Is it safe to maybe say that because Lomachenko and Tank is being talked about being made, that maybe Shakur maybe going somewhere else or maybe entering the free agency, just because those are two fights he clearly wanted?
Well, Shakur is a tremendous fighter. He has a tough fight coming up July 6th, but certainly if the Tank Lomachenko fight is made, Shakur will take another fight at about that time and be available to fight the winner. Mm-hmm. Shakur is a tremendous talent, and whoever wins the Lomachenko-Tank fight, I'm sure would like to fight Shakur after that.